Well, here goes the domino. We can all help with the domino of helping our tax systems. This is really about you and I, our tax systems. Like, where is our tax dollar going? If people are making charitable donations to organizations, in their mind they think that the charity is going to go help people right away in their local community. Is that what most people think? Well, that's what I think. If I contribute to a food bank in a grocery store or something, I'm actually contributing food, and it goes to a food bank, and 100% of my contribution goes to help perhaps you if you've lost your job and you can't afford groceries. You go down to the food bank. Well, the Elders book, if you're into religion, I was into the Jehovah's Witness religion for 30 years, and their Elders book says to actually go to the food bank if there's a disaster. And you see, they don't have humanitarian aid at every point of every disaster. They do not have people on the ground to deal with disasters like some organizations do. So right in their Elders book, they're saying that you can even go to a worldly church that is sponsored by the government. Let's say it's helping in a disaster and it's feeding people and housing people. But they're saying don't take the pamphlets. And we'll do some coverage on this. We're going to cover this, what's happening here in Canada, because this is huge. And this can be an example all over the world. We're not attacking religion. We're attacking the charity, the donations. Where is the money? And we're going to look at that. We're going to look at where the money is. Now, because I was part of the Jehovah's Witness, we're going to look at them, not to say they're the only ones guilty here, but we're going to look at them. Now, I'd like to do a call out to our good friend Ian Bushfield. He's the executive director from the BC Humanist Association, and he put me on to this link. The link here is I'm going to put this up on the screen here for you. The link is here. It's our budget 2025. And it's here in Canada. Now, this is a pre-budget consultation. This gives, if you're Canadian, and even if you're not Canadian, but you know a Canadian, any Canadian does not have to be, an ex-Jehovah's Witness or something like that, but any Canadian that agrees with this should be involved. And I'm going to make it very easy for everyone. Now, this is it. I'm going to read through it. This is the link. Again, the links will all be in the descriptions below. Now, the pre-budget consultations are an opportunity for Canadians from across the country to contribute to shaping the government of Canada's policies and priorities for Canada's future. And what's most important is what is most important to you? What additional action should the government take in light of potential tariffs? So this is kind of focusing a bit on the tariffs. That's what's happening right now. It says join the conversation. There's a questionnaire below. Now, what I did, you can do the questionnaire if you want to get into the tariffs, the cost of food and stuff. My purpose is not that. So we simply took this formal submission here, this email right here. And we went to email, and I sent them an email, which looks like this. Let me see if I can blow that up for you a bit. Looks like there's a QR code on there. Just hold on. Okay, I'm going to read you my email, and I'm going to copy and paste this email in the descriptions of this video. So, and I'm going to make this really easy. I'm going to put the link to this. If all you got to do is hit the finance minister this email, copy and paste, change my name to your name, your Canadian address, and we get these letters into the finance minister. And you might go in and revise a letter a little bit. Maybe you want to talk a bit about this and that, and you can do that. This is just kind of like a form letter. So here it is. I'll read it to you. Subject is support for the recommendation 430, which is redefining charitable purposes in Canada. Dear Finance Minister, I am writing to express my support for the recommendation 430 from Report 21 of our House of Commons Standing Committee on Finance, which proposes removing the advancement of religion as a recognized charitable purpose under the Income Tax Act. So Jehovah's Witnesses presently, and most other religions, they check this box and they automatically have a charity license in Canada right now, because they can just advance their religion. So what does it mean to advance your religion? Well, you go door to door, you hand out your pamphlets about your church, and in Jehovah's Witness cases, they have pamphlets about the end of the world and all kinds of stuff like that, that kind of make you get excited. Ooh, I should get involved right now. So they try to coerce you in. And then once they get you in and they get, thousands of others in, they have to build new kingdom halls. So there's advancement of religion. And they can get charity grants and all kinds of stuff for building kingdom halls. So in Canada here, we have all kinds of charities giving money, like the lotteries gives a lot of money to our charities. And JW.org has their hand out building kingdom halls with our charity money in Canada here. So we want to stop that, as well as these charities are taking contributions locally, like JW.org and Mormons and others, and then they send it all to headquarters in the USA. We want to talk about tariffs. Well, all these contributed money from people that live in the country. So we're going to talk about this. So this was part of the thoughts that I was thinking, and to get it into a letter, here's what it sounds like. Okay. Rationale for support. While religious organizations have historically contributed to various community services, it is essential to ensure that public funds are allocated to entities that provide direct, measurable benefits to society. The current framework allows organizations to obtain charity status primarily based on religious activities, which may not always result in tangible public benefits. By removing advancement of religion as a standalone charitable purpose, organizations would be required to demonstrate their contributions to poverty relief, education, or other community beneficial purposes to qualify for charitable status. And this change would promote a more transparent, and we're going to look at this word transparent, as far as the Jehovah's Witness goes, but an equitable distribution of resources, ensuring that charitable status is granted based on the public good provided rather than the religious affiliation. And additionally, it is crucial to ensure that the funds donated within Canada are utilized domestically and not transferred to foreign headquarters, as has been reported with some organizations. And this would require complete transparency for all charitable religious organizations, assuring Canadians that their contributions are being used within the country to help fellow citizens. And I just want to show you charity status, Charity Canada for Jehovah's Witnesses. Okay, so here we are, Charity Intelligent Canada. They have no stars, not even a half a star out of the 5 stars there. They have an X for financial transparency, like that's an X. They don't admit anything. And there's even a write-up here. I'm not going to read it, but they're saying that the Watchtower, they don't comply. They know that they have all this money. They actually show it on their taxes, all this money coming in from donations, and they show how much money goes to the U.S. They show nothing. F for reporting, low impact rate, and they have lots of money, and they have 99 cents to the cause. They can help a lot of people because it's all free labor within that religion. So this, on a report card, kids, this is a failure. This is a complete failure. You won't pass grade 1 with a report card like this. They'll hold you back, and you have to redo grade 1 again. But Watchtower has been sliding through every year on these grounds, giving us nothing, doing nothing, except growing their church and sending all their money to New York. So that's got to stop, folks. This is what this is about. We'll be talking a lot about this. We're going to move back to this letter. So anyways, the That's some of my concerns, and that's why I put it in the letter like this. We want to make sure that the funds donated within Canada are utilized domestically. And this is an example for all over the world, other countries out there. You guys can, if you're from another country and you want to go to your finance minister. This is what this is about. And it's not just us that's complaining. The humanists, they don't like this. Why is their tax money supporting these religions and they don't even help people? They're not coming out and saying it, but that's really what's being said here. We're saying it because that's what's happening. Now, as you all may know, I have a petition in support, and I've had this for a few years to further emphasize the public backing I have in here for this recommendation. A petition has been initiated advocating for the cessation of funding to organized religions in Canada that practice discrimination. The petition highlights concerns about certain religious institutions engaging in discriminatory practices while benefiting from public funds. And you can view and support the petition here. And when you click that, it brings you to here. So our next goal is 1,500. So if you can, support the petition and copy and send a letter in to the finance minister in Canada. And this is a short opportunity we have. Now that was the barcode I had up earlier. If you have barcodes, you can click on that barcode and it'll take you right to this petition. And then you can sign the petition. You have to be a Canadian for the petition. Now, what else did we have here? We talked about that. Now, the conclusion of the letter is implementing recommendation 430 would align Canada's charitable framework with contemporary values of inclusivity, accountability, and public benefit. I urge the Government of Canada to adopt this recommendation to ensure that charitable status is reserved for organizations that demonstrably contribute to the well-being of all Canadians. Thank you for considering my perspective on the matter. Sincerely, I give them my name, my address, my email, and I also give them the YouTube channel community. So that's what I did. I'll include that. If you're a Canadian, please, if you can get involved, this will help ensure that all charities out there are actually helping poor people. Food banks are one of the best charities out there. In Canada here, we have some excellent food banks all over. They end up with 5-star ratings under Charity Canada status, but we'll do that. We'll cover that on another video. So in the meantime, if you can help, please help Canada change their tax laws when it comes to charities. Thanks again, folks. We'll see you on the next video, and keep living your day with love. That always works. Have a great day. Bye for now.